go. All right. So other than that, that's it. But yeah, that is my 2 cents on this topic here. Again, it's a very unfortunate situation for both sides. I think one of the lessons that can be learned from here is to try, especially if you are a guy, but this is for everybody, try to remain as rational as you can when you get into situations like this. Try to condition yourself to take a moment and pause, because heat of the passion type situations like this can sometimes have devastating consequences, and just a quick thought can have real long-term consequences that are just hard to get out of. And just the thought of doing something in that particular moment, understand that altercation and stuff like that was like a 5 or 6 second altercation, but those 5 or 6 seconds are now going to have permanently altered the course of not just 2 lives but 2 families, because I'm pretty sure that there's this is going to radiate out. I'm pretty sure that the person that ended up passing away, they got a mom, they have a dad, and they possibly have children and stuff like that, and now that affects them. And this woman over here in the yellow, she's got a mom, she's got a dad, she's obviously got a sister and stuff like that, and she's got had like a future life. She could end up doing 20-something years, or if they do get her on the 1st degree, I don't think it will, but let's say it does, she could end up on death row for something so simple as not being able to control your emotions. This is why we just gotta be smart. We gotta be smart enough to learn how to walk away. Learn how to walk away. It seems cliche. It is cliche. But there's also truth in it. Walk away. Somebody's got to be able to walk away. The guy in that situation, he could have walked away and he would still be alive, most likely. The girl could have walked away and he would probably still be alive, because she would be there to be shooting him, and she wouldn't be sitting in Sangamon County Jail not knowing what's going to happen next. And again, she's probably not going to see daylight without handcuffs or something on her for at least the next 10 or 15 or so years. All because of a 5-second interaction. Here's something to take away from this. To anybody that's watching, I want you to think throughout your lifetime. Think throughout your lifetime of a moment that was just a moment. We're talking about no more than a minute, but it's had rippling effects throughout your life. There's often a question of, if you could go back in your life and change something, what would you change? And normally, they're real small events that led to rippling effects and stuff like that. But the actual event that at the actual source of the change is something so small. It could be going left instead of going right. Walk to the left instead of walking to the right. It could be ignoring that inbox message from a person instead of going down that rabbit hole. And I just think it's crazy that again, when you look at these situations and stuff like that, most of these situations, just like this lady here, just like this Veronica lady, they're just made in moments of emotional instability and weakness. And if we can learn to master that emotion, master that internal animalistic instinct to want to act emotional and act out on whatever, if we can master that and master having that reason pop up and having that logic pop up before we just let emotion take over, so many of these situations like this one could be avoided. Or at the very minimum, if you don't think that you're strong enough to overcome those emotions, at least learn the instinct to just walk away. It doesn't matter if you're in a state to where you are required or not required to de-escalate the situation. You just got to start to think of, okay, what are the possible outcomes of me doing this particular thing? Because while it might seem small and simple now, while it might just be a quick 5 or 10 second situation, again, that quick 5 or 10 second situation can have a lifetime results and outcome. And not just a lifetime results and outcome for you, but a lifetime results and outcome for plenty of people surrounding. Again, I don't know if the individual that was passed away in this particular video had children or not, but if he doesn't have any children, he could have been the person to have the next black president, or the next person that was supposed to perform open heart surgery, or you down the line or something like that. You never know, but you could have just altered history and altered time in such a drastic way over some fleeting ass emotions, man. So it's just something to think about. But